遥か昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。
Beast of Reincarnation is a new action RPG game being developed by the studio Game Freak, yes, the same studio of the Pokemon games, and is planned to be released in some moment of 2026 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Windows, Day 1 on Xbox Game Pass. Explore what it means to be human in Beast of Reincarnation, an expansive one-person, one-dog action RPG built around demanding technical combat. So if you're a fan of Souls-like games, keep an eye out for this one, it looks really interesting.
Fuji語エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
You think you're the Harbinger? You might be.
Mortal Shell 2 is the sequel of a Souls-like game released in 2020 that wasn't a really big project, but the second game promises to be greater in all aspects, and it looks good. It's being developed by the studio Cold Symmetry, and is confirmed to Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, and Windows, and is planned to be released in some moment of 2026. An interesting Souls-like game for fans of hardcore action RPG. The first game had an interesting mechanic, and this one will keep it. That's using different shells, that gives you different features and possibilities. The Sinking City 2 is a new survival horror game set in a world inspired in the pieces of H.P. Lovecraft. The game is being developed by the studio Frogwares. It's being developed for Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC, and there's no release date yet, but maybe 2025 or 2026. Experience a heart-pounding survival horror as you explore the flooded city of Arkham and fight eldritch monsters beyond human comprehension. All that with insane realistic graphics made in Unreal Engine 5, with impressive visual and immersion. So if you are a fan of horror games, this is one that you need to keep an eye out for.
Attention. Due to recent flooding and pandemic, access to all external areas is restricted abnormal. Your safety in this new world is our absolute priority.
Kindness. Take the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
The Witcher 4 is finally the new adventure of this beloved series. The game is being developed by the studio CD Projekt Red, just like the other games of the series, and is coming out probably in 2026 or later to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. The series is known for being an extremely immersive and massive RPG series, with hours and hours of content with a lot of quality. This new experience will be set after The Witcher 3. But the difference here is that the protagonist won't be Geralt anymore, but Ciri, an important character of the third game.
The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity. You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a new Souls-like game, with impressive scenarios and graphics, and the game is being developed by a studio called Lean Z. For the people who likes action RPG, will be looking forward to this new one, cause it looks great. It's set in the land of Shu, during the dark and tumultuous late Ming dynasty, with humans fighting for power and insane creatures. Looks really good, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5 and PC in July 23, 2025, directly to Xbox Game Pass.
My sister, is it you?
It's the aura of the Grail pieces. I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
My wish can be fulfilled. Who knows how that world came into being? It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left.
Tides of Annihilation is a new hack-and-slash game coming out probably in 2026. The game features an absurd of beautiful visual and graphics, and for the ones that likes fast action adventure game, this one looks sick, with a fast and fluid gameplay, so I'm really excited about this one. The game is being developed by the studio Eclipse Glow Games, and is simply one of the games when I want to play already. It kinda resembles Final Fantasy 15 in some aspects of gameplay, what's really good for me, and if you want to play it too, know that it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC. With no release date yet, probably 2026.
Half-baked trick.
Very well. This is your own doing.
You're a right pain, aren't you? You'll soon pay.
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice. And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a new sci-fi FPS RPG, and will obviously be a sequel to the first game, and it's again being developed by Obsidian Entertainment. We know that the Obsidian released Avowed this year, and now they're surely working on the development of the Outer Worlds 2, and it's probably going to be in the same style of the original game, a fun open-world adventure. And it's coming out in October 29, 2025, and it's confirmed to Xbox Series X and S, Windows, and PlayStation 5, so if you played the first one on PlayStation and thought that the second wouldn't be there, yes, it will.
And like all good sequels, we've included everything that should have been in the first game. More action. More weapons. And more graphics.
Born of its raging expanse. They said he emerged out of the night, that he came out of the fright wastelands, shaped by depraved thoughts. A shadow followed him, riding on a horse as big as a dragon. His sword ablaze.
The Night Wanderer is an action RPG in the Souls-like style set in a unique world. The game promises to have a good and immersive story, and also scenarios, with a beautiful graphic style. It's being developed by Mighty Koi, and in the game we'll play as Vuko, an elite soldier, and must find out what happened to a lost expedition headed for a mysterious, fantastical planet of medieval-like Midgard. The game features breathtaking graphics and environments, at least for what we can see of it so far, but to see the final version of the game we'll need to wait until it's out. But for now we don't have the release date, but it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S.
I give you my blood. Turn, O wheel, and transport.
The Duskbloods is the new game of the beloved studio From Software, but you fan of From Software games, this one shall be different. It's described as a PvPvE multiplayer-focused game, so I wonder how it's really going to work, cause it's really different of any other From Software games. The game is planned to be released in 2026, and it's going to be an exclusive game of Nintendo Switch 2, something that no one ever thought it was possible, since From Software usually works alone, or with PlayStation. But despite all that, the style of the game is still in the same style, a dark and bizarre world, and now, the theme is going to be about vampires, what looks really fun. Silent Hill F is the totally new Silent Hill game after more than 10 years. I'm not counting the short message here. That is not a true Silent Hill, to be honest. The game is being developed by the studio Neobards Entertainment Limited and is coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, and it's confirmed to September 25, 2025. For the first time in the main series, the game won't be set in Silent Hills. Yes, it'll be set in Japan, as you can see. Despite that, we can see that it looks bizarre, just like a Silent Hills game gotta be, and they promised that it's going to be a true Silent Hill experience, a true survival horror, with bizarre creatures and an immersive and unsettling story.
Hinako, どこにいるの? 一人は嫌だよ。寂しいよ。ずっと一緒だよって。
Stranger Than Heaven is the new game of the studio responsible for the Yakuza series, a beloved studio that really knows how to do a great story. The studio is Ryuga Gotoku, and for now we still don't know when the game is coming out, and neither the platforms, but I'd say 2026, and probably Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, Switch 2, and Windows. The story will be set in Japan, in the year 1943, during the Second World War, but it doesn't look like it's going to be about war, but we'll need to wait to see more.
Got a name?
Mako Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
さあな、俺が知りてえや。
Super Meat Boy 3D is exactly what the name says, a new game of this hardcore platformer series, and for the first time, in a totally 3D gameplay. So for the fans of the original game, that's an excellent indie platformer game, mixing a lot of charisma with a challenging gameplay. This one looks really interesting and is surely a game that I'll like to play. It's being developed by the studio Sluggerfly and Team Meat, and is coming out in the start of 2026 to Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, and Windows.
Who did you love? Believe.
State of Decay 3 is the new and biggest game of the zombie survival series. The original games were kinda simple, yet fun, especially playing with friends, but this new adventure promises to be greater in all aspects since the graphics, gameplay, possibilities, and the universe itself. The game is being developed by the studio Undead Labs, a Xbox Games studio, and it's confirmed to Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, but I would not doubt of a PlayStation 5 version too. Unite to survive, push back the blood plague to reclaim the land's resources and carve out a life in the zombie apocalypse. It still has no release date, but is believed to be released in 2025 or 2026.
When we ventured out beyond the gates.
The Lost Wild is a new sort of survival horror set in a mix of modern age with the dinosaurs age. The studio developing it is Great Ape Games, and the game got no release date yet, maybe 2025 or 2026, and it's only confirmed for PC so far. A survival horror adventure about overcoming nature's most formidable forms of life. Explore overgrown research facilities nestled in a lush wilderness. Be resourceful, intimidate, evade, and unravel the mystery at the heart of the island. So if you like horror and dinosaurs, this game shall be really interesting for you.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzaprom.
High on Life 2 is the sequel of an original and charismatic first-person shooter game being developed by the studio Squanch Games and is coming out in the end of 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Windows, coming day one to Xbox Game Pass. An intergalactic conspiracy threatens the fate of humanity. Team up with a wide cast of talking alien guns as you shoot, stab, and skate your way through the exotic locales to take down the bad guys and save your favorite species, humans.
Humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.